back, WJZ at 9. We're in Moncton. As part of the Marty farewell tour that's getting ready to kick off as I'm retiring on May 31st, there are a few folks we were going to come back and visit anyway. And one was Mike. Welcome back to WJZ at 9. You hunt down meteors.
I do, and I also track the meteors when they come into Earth with the American Meteor Society website.
Yeah, and we were going to come back and talk to Mike about that anyway. But then all of a sudden, there was this huge fireball over Cleveland. And you guys went into action to find fragments of that meteor.
Yes, that was actually recorded from Essex. People from Baltimore saw that same meteor. It happened during the daytime. NASA said it was over 2 tons, 2 meters wide, 6 feet wide. The thing was as big as like a VW bug. Blew up into thousands of pieces, fell to the ground. And people from all over the world came to Ohio for about a month to search the farm fields and parking lots and sides of roads and all this kind of thing. This fragment here comes from the fall. I didn't actually find it personally, but I found a finder who was a local. I explained to him what he needed to look for, showed him pictures of the meteorite. The very next day, he found a fragment, called me and said, hey, do you want to buy this off me? And of course, I wanted to be able to show you, so I bought it.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate that. Tell our audience the significance of finding a piece of a meteorite. Not only this one, but the dozens that you have here in your office. What is the importance of that?
Well, each time a meteorite falls, it's a chance to discover something. We don't know what it is, and meteorite studies is actually a very new field. It's only about 60 or 70 years old, so it's not something we just want to let fall into the mud, you know.
And you're on the forefront of using high tech to spot meteors that fall into the atmosphere, and then get an idea of where you can go to find them. And that's what's so cool about you. Everything behind us, billions of years old.
Most meteorites are 4.5 billion years old, and the vast majority of meteorites people just find in the desert, in Antarctica. A farmer plows up a field, but a small percentage of meteorites people see as they fall, and then they go out and find them. And those are even more special type of meteorite, and that's really what we're trying to do with the American Meteor Society. It's database all of those events. And they've been doing this really since the 1930s, believe it or not.
All right, coming up next half hour, we're going to go down to Mike's shop where you're building these really sophisticated cameras that folks in your society will use to scan the sky 24 hours a day.
Yes. Camera's a little bit more accurate than the human memory.
Write that one down. That's a quote worth requoting. Just real quick. So let's just say that's 5 billion years old. How old is our solar system?
Roughly the same, about 4.5 billion years old. The Earth and all the planets were kind of created at the same time, and meteorites are what was left over.
Unbelievable. You want to talk, and you go to Colonial Williamsburg and you think, wow, that building goes back to 1710. You think that's a big deal. It's 5 billion years old. Steve Sossin, it's all science this morning. You continue it.